glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much for joining His Holiness Candramauli Swami Maharaja's daily class. Today is Tuesday and we are continuing with our Caitanya-caritamrta study. And we are on 14th chapter and today's verse is number 2. And Hare Krishna Maharaj, my humble obeisances to you. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much for your time and association for all of us. I'll share my screen again whenever you are ready, Maharaj. Hare Krishna. Yes, Maharaj. Yeah.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Maharaj, am I on right chapter or should I change? Maharaj, we are not able to hear you if you are speaking. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Text number 5 now.
Okay.
5. Vande Chaitanya Krishnasya Bala Lila Manoharam Lakikim Apitamisha Chaitanya Chestaya Valita Taram. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto the childhood pastimes of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself, although such pastimes appear exactly like those of an ordinary child. They should be understood as various pastimes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Purport. In the Bhagavad Gita 9:11, it is confirmed as follows. Avajanti mamudham manusham tanum asritam padam bhavam ajananto mamabhuta maheshwara. Krishna says, fools deride me when I descend in the human form. They do not know my transcendental nature and my seed, supreme dominion over all that be. To execute his pastimes, the Supreme Personality of Godhead appears on this planet or within the universe like an ordinary child or an ordinary human being. Yet he maintains his superiority as the Supreme Lord. Lord Krishna appeared as a human child, but his uncommon activities, even in his childhood, like the killing of the demon Putana or the lifting of Govardhan Hill, were not the engagements of an ordinary child. Similarly, although the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya, as they will be described in this chapter, appear like the activities of a small boy, they are uncommon pastimes impossible for an ordinary human child to execute. Umagyantimidandasya ginajana salakaya Chaksum militam yena tasmai Shri Gurave namaha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pastaya Bhutale Shrimakti Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tinaminam Swati Devang Gaudavani Pacharinang Nirvasesa Sunyavari Paschatya De Satarine Manchakalpatarubhischa Kripa Sindhu Bevacha Ptitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namaho Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasari Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we study the Bhagavatam progressively, beginning with the first canto. And the pastimes of Lord Krishna are mentioned in his transcendental abode as he appears in this world in the 10th canto. It's impossible for people to understand that same person who is the cause of all causes, the supreme power within in creation, and the source of everything that exists, also appears as an ordinary human child, but he's not. These pastimes of the Lord are actually his pastimes in the spiritual world, and he manifests them here for his devotees' pleasure and for his own transcendental pleasure. The Lord is always divyam, which means he's transcendental. He appears to be within the three modes, but he has nothing to do with the material energy. Similarly, those who don't understand, simply by philosophical knowledge, can see that his activities are not ordinary. How can a 7.5-year-old child lift a huge mountain, which is 60 miles around and many miles high? A wicked demon is named Putana, who caused harm to so many children, met her death when Krishna was only 1 year old. She came to give him poison from her breast, acting like his mother. But Krishna was merciful, and he sucked out the poison, killed the demon, but gave her liberation in the spiritual world. So although people don't understand his pastimes, thinking that they're not the pastimes of the Supreme Lord, but some maybe superhuman child, can understand that even a superhuman child cannot perform these pastimes. So these are, therefore, the devotees of the Lord, they know there's nothing about the Lord that is ordinary. When they hear how he performs these amazing pastimes, lifting Govardhan Hill, killing various demons, dancing with 16,108 queens or ladies. They get confused, bewildered, and even critical. But nothing about the Lord is ordinary. So yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata bhutanam adharmasya didatmaham sujamyaham pavitranayam sarunam vinasanaya chaduskritam dharma samstarptanadayam sambhavami yuge yuge. The Lord comes to this material world to kill demons, to reestablish religious principles when it gets lost or when it glides down very far. And he also gives pleasure to his devotees, which is his main reason for coming. That same Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the same son of Nanda. Rajendra Nandana Ye Sachi Sutta Hoilo Se Balaram Hoilo Nitai. So Krishna and Balaram, the two personalities that appear as cowherd boys in the land of Vrindavan, have again appeared as the son of Sachi, and also Balaram appears as Nityananda. Those who think, mistakenly think, of course, that there is a difference between Krishna and Vrajendra Nandana, not Vrajendra Nandana, but Lord Chaitanya, they are called Pashandi. Pashandi means atheist. They don't know that actually the Lord appears in different forms, but he is the same one Supreme Personality of Godhead. And he acts his pastimes according to the particular body that he appears in. So now the Lord is appearing, and we'll hear about his childhood pastimes, which are not ordinary, just to get an insight of how he likes to enjoy with his devotees in different relationships. As a little child, he becomes naughty and does things that are considered to be, how was it explained? Things that will be difficult for his mother to accept. He does it for his own transcendental pleasure, and he gives pleasure to others. So hearing about the pastimes of the Lord is one of the quickest and most direct way to get purified from material attachments. Because hearing about the Lord brings pleasure to the heart, to the mind, to the ear, to one's life. And that pleasure is not ordinary pleasure or material pleasure, but it's that pleasure that purifies one's existence and awakens one's attachment for the Lord. So we have to hear about these pastimes more and more. And this particular chapter describes many of his pastimes and how he performs them in such a way as to bewilder everyone, including his mother and his friends around him. But this is all done for his own transcendental pleasure. God is the supreme enjoyer, and therefore, wherever he does, he appears to experience happiness and enjoyment. We all, as living entities, we want to enjoy, and we're trying to find enjoyment in this world by the senses and the mind. But our happiness, our so-called happiness, or the enjoyment that comes from this so-called happiness, is paltry. There's nothing there, and it disappears in just as fast as it appears. But therefore, real pleasure means to connect with the Supreme Lord. And the process of hearing about the Supreme Lord is a direct way to associate with the Lord. Because the Lord's pastimes are absolute. They're not on the material platform. And therefore, they're non-different than him. So we can chant his name. We can see his transcendental form. We can learn about his transcendental qualities. And we can hear about his transcendental pastimes. And they're all divya, transcendental or spiritual. And they awaken the soul's existence and develop an attachment. So here, it's mentioned Krishna's pastimes, killing the demon Putan and lifting of Govardhan Hill. So you'll see that even Lord Chaitanya will be performing uncommon pastimes that are not possible for an ordinary child to perform. And he enjoys in there's one pastime where there was one dog who gave birth to many little puppies. And Lord Chaitanya is a little boy, and him and his friends got attracted to the puppies. So they each wanted a puppy for themselves. And Lord Chaitanya took the best puppy out of all of the puppies. And one of his friends was unhappy because he wanted that same puppy. So, but Lord Chaitanya kept his puppy, and he took it home. And he was playing with the puppy. And when his mother would come, he would hide. But his friends actually said to his mother, his friend became very angry that he got the puppy and he didn't. So he said, he's playing with a dog. So his mother became a little bit alarmed because it's understood that dogs were not so clean. So he was playing with this little puppy. And one day his mother caught him playing with him. And she said, what are you doing? He came and I'm just playing with him. She said, you shouldn't be playing with these dogs. So she took the puppy away from him and she sent it away. And he was very unhappy. So it's described later that that same puppy was in the town of Navadvip. And that same puppy died. And when he died, a spiritual airplane came from the spiritual world to take the puppy back to Godhead. And it's described in Chaitanya Bhagavat how that dog, simply by being given affection by Lord Chaitanya, who is Krishna himself, Brajendra, that Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna, Noyonya, Lord Chaitanya is Krishna in the mood of Radha. But as a little boy, he's playing like Nandana, Krishna in Vrindavan. So that puppy actually got liberation, not liberation, but it actually went back to the spiritual world, simply by associating with and developing the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, who became affectionate towards his puppy. So we want to get the mercy of the Lord. We are like puppies in this material world. We're running around barking at different things. We bark when things don't go right. And like dogs, we pass urine and stool. And so we are not any better than dogs because we have no business in this material world. We just run around. So if Lord Chaitanya sees us and he likes our puppy-like nature, he might show his mercy. And if he shows his mercy, then taktva te ham purna janmani naiti mapeti sorjana. you can go back to the spiritual world. When Lord Chaitanya was here, he took so many persons back to the spiritual world simply because they had some association with him. They didn't do anything extraordinary. Simply, they had his association. Lord Chaitanya is Karuna Avatar, Namo Mahavadanaya, Krishna Prema Padayate, Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya, Namani Goda, Triste Namaha. He's so merciful that one who does a little service and the Lord notices that and becomes pleased by it, then the spiritual world becomes their rightful claim. Lord Chaitanya took so many persons back to Godhead. And what was their qualification? None. They simply had his association. That's all. With Lord Krishna, it was different. With Krishna, you had to simply perform activities that were pure devotional service, and then you could get his mercy. Of course, he was also very merciful by elevating, but to take one back to Godhead, Lord Chaitanya did that quite easily with many, many living entities, simply because they had somehow or other they had some association with him. So he is called Namo Mahavandhanayam. Not only is he magnanimous, he is supremely magnanimous. Says that Lord Chaitanya is so magnanimous that if you do a little bit of service and the Lord notices your service, then your life is perfect. So we want to somehow serve the Lord. And the best way to serve the Lord is to preach Krishna consciousness, to take the mercy of his mercy and distribute it to others, become a messenger of his compassion. And then one is guaranteed a place in the spiritual world if one takes up the business of spreading Krishna consciousness. That's Lord Chaitanya. And of course, we must chant the holy names of the Lord. When Lord Chaitanya was traveling through one area where there were no devotees, he was all alone. He was on his way towards Jagannath Puri, and there was nobody chanting, although so many people were around. Lord Chaitanya became very unhappy. Well, what is this place? No one is chanting Hare Krishna. He was feeling like he was in a spiritual desert or a material desert. And then two little boys, they were herding cows. They were really young. They were about 5 or 6 years old. They were taking care of some calves. And they were chanting Hare Krishna. Lord Chaitanya saw them and they all heard them chant. And he came running up to him. He said, "Oh, thank you very much. You are the best of all living entities. You are chanting the holy name of Krishna." And he gave them special mercy. So if you chant Hare Krishna and you preach Krishna consciousness, then your life is perfect. There's nothing else you need to do. These two things will, what's the word? Will cause Lord Chaitanya to notice you. If he notices you, your life is perfect. So we like to chant and dance. We like to sing and dance. Even before we became devotees, we may have gone to different places for singing and dancing. But now we can sing and dance the names of the Lord in a very joyful way and experience great happiness. And at the same time, think of ways to get others to chant and dance also. It's not very hard. If we're enthusiastic about chanting and dancing, you might say, "Well, I can't dance. I don't know how to dance. I'm too much on a bodily platform. I can't dance. I can't bop up and down." But if you just move from side to side and every once in a while you do a little dance step there, then that's nice. Lord Chaitanya said, "Oh, They're dancing. That means they must be a very important living entity. And he becomes happy. So when Srila Prabhupada came to the temple in Atlanta, Georgia, the deities in the center altar were Gaura-Nitai, beautiful brass deities. They're still there. And Lord Prabhupada came, sat down, and he started to sing, Paramakaruna Bahudui Jane Nitai Gaura Chandra Sabaya Botara Sarosilomane Kevalaya Nanda Kanda, glorifying Nitai Gaur, Lord Chaitanya, Lord Nityananda. But he didn't get very far in the song. And then he stopped. And then he closed his eyes. And all of a sudden he was in trance. And the whole place, the place was filled with hundreds of devotees. Everything stopped. And it was complete silence. Prabhupada sitting there with his eyes closed. And then they noticed tears were coming out of his eyes. And it was a moment of very awkward silence. Then all of a sudden, Prabhupada opened his eyes, said, "They are so kind. They are so kind. They are so kind." And he said, "Chant Hare Krishna." He couldn't speak anymore because he was just thinking how merciful Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda are. It says if you try to describe the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, you can't. It's not possible. It says even if you're the greatest of all scholars, have so many educational carriers, expert in knowledge in different subject matters, you can never understand the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. They saved Jagai and Madai, who were the most abominable persons, committed all sinful activities, had no good qualities. Yet, somehow or other, they received the mercy of Lord Nityananda. And after getting Lord Nityananda's mercy, they got Lord Chaitanya's mercy. And they gave up all of their bad habits and became a member, an associate of Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda. And were chanting and dancing and also giving mercy to others. So this is, and it says that even today, Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda's mercy is working to capture the Jagais and Madais all around the world, especially in Kali Yuga. There's no limit to Jagais and Madais, they're everywhere. So some of these Jagais and Madais are now wearing tilak. They have Sika, Kunti Mala, Dodi, and they're singing and dancing. So this is Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda. It's inconceivable how their mercy manifests, but it's unlimited. When you see an ocean and you look, I remember once we took a cruise ride on the ocean. Bhakti Charu Maharaj, I think it was the year 2012, took a whole bunch of devotees, 250 devotees from London. We went on a cruise on this ocean liner, and we went to various places in France, in Spain, and in the UK, traveling on the ocean. And I remember standing on the boat and looking out, and all I could see was water in all directions. There was nothing else. As far as I looked forward, backward, sideways, there was just water everywhere. And I was thinking, and this was just a small part of the ocean. It was like the canal, the channel, the English Channel, I think it was. So yet, that was so vast. So when you think of an ocean, you think of something that you can't measure. If you take 1 million gallons of water out of the ocean, the ocean doesn't change at all. It still remains the ocean. If you take 1 billion gallons out, it's still the same ocean. So vast. Yet, and so deep. No, something, just like the British, they came to one place. It was called, what was the name of that place? It's called the center of the universe, where Lord Brahma is worshipped. Can't
Pushkar,
remember.
Guru Maharaj?
What is it called?
Pushkar?
Pushkar, yeah. Thank you. Right near there, there's a huge tank. And I mean, it's about, 50 feet in all directions, and it's circular. And the devotees were saying, or the people who were living there were saying, this is the center of the universe. And there's no bottom to this tank. So the British were skeptical, so they wanted to measure. So they took out their measuring devices and dropped a huge chain or anchor into the tank, and it went down 7.5 miles. It couldn't go any farther because they ran out of rope. It went down 7.5 miles, and they still didn't reach the bottom. So if you go there, you can see that tank. It's unlimited because it's the center of the universe. And there's no bottom to it. It just goes down, 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 down. So you can understand from the perspective of material, it seems to be unlimited. So the mercy of Lord Nityananda and Lord Chaitanya is like that. There's no limit. Chant, dance, take prasad, and chant, dance, and take some more prasad. So this is their mercy. They like to sing and dance, and they like to inspire others to sing and dance. And anyone who sings and dances and inspires others also becomes very dear to Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda. And it's explained, this kirtan, Harinam Sankirtan, it looks like singing and dancing, but it's the highest form of worship of the Supreme Lord, especially in this age of Kali. Harinam Sankirtan, Kali Kale, Nama Rupa Krishna Avatar, Nama Hoite Haya Sarva Jagat Nishtara. Lord Chaitanya appears, and Krishna appears in this age simply to inaugurate the Sankirtan movement, the chanting of the holy name. Krishna Varna Twasa Krishna Sangupanga Saparshadam Yagyai Sankirtanai Prayai Yajanti Hi Sumedasa. Medasa means intelligent, Su means great. One who takes to the Sankirtan movement, hey, that person is the most intelligent person anywhere. So, how many people are chanting and dancing to Lord Chaitanya's mercy? Very few, but those who are doing it, they are experiencing transcendental happiness, and they're giving happiness to others, and they're getting recognized by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Lord Nityananda, he's going everywhere. Bodo Suke Kabavgai, Bodo Suke Kabavgai, Sura Bikundeche, Namera Kuleche, Koda Nitai. Koda means merchant. He's a merchant. He's going from town to town, village to village. He's got his own shop, and he's selling a product. What is that product? The holy name. And he says it's not free. You have to pay. What is the currency? Your faith. If you have $5, dollars worth of faith, you get $5 worth of the holy name. It's all based on your faith. How much faith do you have in the holy name? If you have 100% faith, then you'll be chanting always, knowing there is no greater form of worship of the Supreme Lord, which brings immediate satisfaction and happiness into the heart, the mind, and everything about one's life becomes purified. Cheto darpanam arjanam bhava mahadevagni nirvapanam shreyakaiva vichandrika vitaranam vidyavadu jivanam anandam buddhivardhanam pratipadam purnam ritasvardanam sarvatmas naparam param vijayate Shri Krishna sankirtanam. So the Sankirtan movement purifies within, without, everywhere, pushes back the fire of material existence, cleanses them heart and mind, gives life to transcendental knowledge, unlimited ocean of happiness, awakens one's eternal relationship with Krishna in the spiritual world, purifies all of one's life, inside, outside. Anyone who's connected with one who devotes their life to the Sankirtan movement also becomes purified just by that association. Now, this is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's unlimited mercy. And he's Krishna himself. He wants to prove that there's no one more merciful than him. He wants to give it to everyone. And if you don't take it, he finds ways to give it to you. Prabhupada used the example. A man will come up to you and say, "You're such a nice person. I want to give you something. So here's $5. And you say, "Well, thank you, you're a nice gentleman, but you keep it." The man says, "No, you must take it." And you say, "No, you keep it." And then so the man takes it and he puts it in your pocket, pushes it in there, and you can't get it out. So that's Lord Chaitanya. Even if you don't want it, you get it. So anyone who comes anywhere near the chanting of the holy name becomes unlimitedly blessed by that holy name. And Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, they're dancing. You see the deities of Gaur-Nitai, their feet are not together, but they're in a dancing pose. Their arms are raised above their head, glorifying the Lord. So they come to inspire us in the chanting and dancing of the holy name like that. Udira Aruna Gaurana Baji, Dwijamani Gona Amani Jage. They go through the towns and villages. Lord Chaitanya would take his associates. First thing in the morning, they would go out, even before the rising of the sun, and they would sing and dance. And people would be waking up. They would hear the sounds, tattari, tattari, baji loro, gana gana termaji loko. They would hear the sounds of the drums and the kartals clanging, and they would hear the devotees singing with such power the glories of the holy name, and they would wake up. Oh, there is Lord Chaitanya doing kirtan. And some of them would run out and join the kirtan. Others would clap their hands just by watching. And this way they would give life to the whole area around simply by their Harinam Sankirtan. So this is our movement. Our movement is not simply to study books. It's important that we learn the philosophy and practice the knowledge in the philosophy. But our real activities is Harinam Sankirtan, glorification of the Lord by chanting his holy names, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this chapter we'll hear some more of Krishna, Lord Chaitanya's uncommon pastimes as a little child as he grows up in the village, which is full of sweetness and variety. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Wonderful class, Maharaj. Thank you so much. Yesterday's class was a reality. You showed a picture to all of us. And today about Lord Chaitanya, how he is so merciful and he is ready to give his mercy to all of us. Thank you so much. Dear devotees, if you have any questions or comments, you can please go ahead.
Yesterday I told you how much you're in Maya. Today I'm telling you how you can get out of it. So here's how you can get out of it. Sing and dance.
Yes, Maharaj. Did you
Okay.
questions?
Sri Devi, you coming to the program tonight?
Yes, Guru Maharaj, I would like to come. Now that today morning was just as you described, Guru Maharaj. In the temple, it was just wonderful. There was a huge crowd, and everyone was just singing and dancing. It was like a wave going up to the altar and then a wave coming back. I was just transported and I was thinking, my gosh, I can do this forever. I don't want to do anything else like
Good.
this.
So tonight, come to the kirtan at Niranjan Swami's place.
Yes, Saubhyadatri and we are coming.
Good, good, good. If you have to get there, and you know, if you can't get there, steal a vehicle and come anyway. Don't steal it, but just borrow it. Yeah.
Please turn on your cameras. Yes, Amidatri Mataji. You're on mute, Mataji. Please unmute.
Hare Krishna, my humble obeisances, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Maharaj and all devotees. At first, sorry, I can come tonight. I have rest to a little bit. I'm not healthy. And but I would like to share how Lord Chaitanya, Krishna, fulfill wishes, my wishes. When I was young, I very like dancing. And 1974, in year 1974, I was with my boyfriend in Amsterdam. In Amsterdam, I met Harinam group. I want to go with them and dancing, but my friend was not satisfied, said, sit down, be quiet. And I couldn't join Harinam group. And then the same, I really want always dance on streets, like break dance and this day dancing. But it was not possible because I was mother, I was wife, and I have to behave normally. And Krishna, Chaitanya, fulfill my wishes. Now I join Hare Krishna. I can dance on the streets, dancing all day, and dancing whenever I want. Hare Krishna. And I'm happy. But when I'm healthy, yeah. Hare Krishna.
You should see Soumya Datri dance. She is really good.
Oh, no, this, no, this, no, this.
She's got some moves that, just attract even the greatest dancers to stop and watch.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. I didn't want this, but I want to share. Yeah. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
You don't believe me? I have some videos to show them. If you want.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. You said nobody will see this video.
Yeah, when you went to the disciples meeting in 2019 in
Yeah.
Buckland Hall,
I know.
Sri Devi was there also.
Yeah.
I said, I had never danced before, and I was thinking, wow, she's really rocking. Even
I really
still,
forgot.
yeah, you were dancing, and then you told me you liked to dance, and after seeing you dance, I was thinking, yeah, you should. And then, of course, when I used to see you in Slovenia kirtan, you would lead all of the other ladies in the dance also. They weren't dancing, you would kind of like get up there and show them how to dance. Prabhupada said, if you don't feel like dancing, just dance, and you'll feel like it. The feeling comes because this is not ordinary. It's not ordinary dancing. It may look like that from the external point, but it's not. It's for Krishna, for the pleasure of Krishna, and it's Lord Chaitanya's way of worshiping Supreme Lord. And anyone who takes part, he thinks that person's a great worshiper of Lord Krishna simply by dancing. And of course, we sing when we dance also, not just dancing.
There in England, I really forgot that I'm disciple meeting, that I'm Vaishnavi, that I'm with Guru Maharaj. I only feel that I'm discotheque, and I forgot everything.
Well, that was good. You come to France this year. You can inspire the devotees again.
Yeah, I will come. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Silpesh Prabhu, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to the assembled devotees. Guru Maharaj, this fathomless mercy of Lord Chaitanya Nityananda, it's so readily available to us, but why do we block it from coming to us? What are we doing wrong?
What was the question? Why did what?
Well, why do we block this mercy from getting to us?
Who blocked it?
I don't know. I feel like I'm blocking it somehow.
No, like I said, if you want the mercy, sing and dance. And after a while, you'll feel like singing and dancing. It comes simply by your effort. I saw you in GEV, and you every once in a while, and you got up and started bouncing around. It was good. Your wife couldn't believe you. That was the same person. So yeah, you do it, you experience it. If you watch it, you might feel a little happy, but you won't get much of an experience. Just you got to get up there and jump around. This body is made for movement, not for being sitting in one place all the time. The more you move this body, in a general sense, the healthier you are generally. Those who are very active are mostly the most healthiest people. Ones who sit in front of the computers all day and push buttons, they wind up going to the doctors more often. Yeah, get up there and start bouncing around. Even if you can't jump, you can move your feet from side to side like that. Lord Chaitanya taught us we call it, Prabhupada called it the Swami step. When you hear the singing, you fold your hands like this, and you move your feet from side to side. And when you respond to the singing, you throw your arms up in the air like this, and you keep your moving from side to side. And then when it comes again, the person sings, you go like this. So this way you're taking it in, and this way you're giving it out. There's a whole science to dancing also. Bhakrishwar Pandit was Lord Chaitanya's intimate associate, and he liked to dance. He used to dance all the time. He danced for 72 hours straight one time, 3 days straight without stopping. Lord Nityananda, he danced along with his fellow associates. They were all cowherd boys, because he is Balaram, who's a cowherd boy. Now he's come again as Nityananda, and all his associates are Gopals, or cowherd boys. So when he was going from Jagannath Puri to Navadvip, they were singing and dancing. When they got to Navadvip at the house of Raghava Pandit, They did kirtan there for 3 months straight. 3 months straight without stopping. Nobody ate, nobody did anything but sing and dance for 3 months. Can you imagine 3 months? That's mentioned in the Chaitanya Bhagavat. It's not some story. It's actually a fact. And it's described what happened during those 3 months, how they were in ecstasy, climbing trees and jumping off the trees and dancing. So, if you move your body around, it actually becomes healthier. Instead of sitting in chairs all the time, it's the worst thing for your health. Yeah. Don't worry. People will, you might think I'm too shy to dance. And I don't know how to dance, and people will laugh at me. Let them laugh. Who cares? Just dance. I'll read you something. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can give me a few moments here to see if I can find what I'm looking for. Okay. I'll have to go to okay, can you still hear me?
Yes, Guru Maharaj.
Okay, and let me see. Let me see here. Come on, computer. Quit giving me trouble. Can't open it. What's going on? Okay. Okay, we got it. Let's see here. Okay. Let's see. Man, come on, will ya? Okay, we're getting closer here. Getting closer, but we haven't got there yet. Come on, open up. Okay. Let's do something. Ready?
Yes, Maharaj.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Srila Prabhupada recited the phrase, chanting, dancing, and feasting was indicated of an essential aspect of Lord Chaitanya's process for attaining Krishna consciousness in this age of Kali. The summation of the complex process of bhakti reaches individual fulfillment in these three basic, and we might add easy methods of devotional service. Much has been written and spoken with regards to chanting Krishna's holy name, the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and more can be said as Krishna and his name are non-different. Binnatvam nami nami no. Yet except for the Caitanya-caritamrta, we read very little about dancing. Although Lord Chaitanya personally is attributed with dancing as an expression of devotional love, more so than leading the chanting in kirtan. We might say that dancing is the ultimate expression of happiness, when it flows naturally as an expression of joy, when in kirtan. Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur, the author of Chaitanya Bhagavat, glorifies the dancing of the devotees in kirtan. This is from Sri Vrindavan Das Chaitanya Bhagavat, Adi Lila, chapter 2, verse 184. Padmyam Bhumir Disho Dirbhyam Durbyan Chamalangalam Divya Bahodot Sadyate Rajan Krishna Bhaktasya Nrityata. My dear king, when Krishna's devotees dance in kirtan, they destroy the inauspiciousness of the earth by the touch of their feet, the directions of their glance, and the higher planetary systems by their upraised arms. This verse is also mentioned in Padma Purana, in the Hari Bhakti Sudodaya. Chanting Krishna's name is a powerful expression of devotional love. Dancing follows as a natural exhibition of one's happiness, coming from chanting, along with the desire to please Krishna, when done as an expression of loving devotion. Devotees may also meditate on dancing with Krishna as a way to connect to one source, which is a feature of love between Krishna and his devotees. We hear how Krishna's dancing with the gopis in Vrindavan is understood as the epitome of the amorous expressions of pure love between Krishna and his intimate devotees. Now to come to a more practical understanding of dancing with its present variegated forms and expressions within ISKCON. His divine grace is guiding his Western disciples in the ways to perform devotional service. It covers many areas in which he also included dancing. He taught us what was then called the Swami step, both arms raised above one's head and moving the feet from side to side. Very simple, yet complete in one's expression of devotion to the Lord. With ISKCON being multicultural, it is expected that other expressions of dance will have entered into the daily kirtans. This is permissible within limit when performed as a service to the Lord and not simply an exhibition of one's desire to attract the attention of others for the purpose of gaining some admiration. We may add that dancing may also be performed with the intention to inspire others to join in, as that is just what may be appropriate in certain instances. Fixing one's attention on the sound of the mantra connects the dancer with Krishna, which is the sole purpose of kirtan and therefore being carried by the holy name into the expression of devotion in dancing. When one exclusively focuses on how should I dance, then we are drifting away from the essence of kirtan as being an offering and devotion. When devotees dance together as a unified expression of devotion, it is certainly pleasing to all and to the Lord. In Hungary and New Rajadam, we will witness devotees dancing in lines back and forth and spinning and turning together to the sound of the holy name. This allows maximum participation for the shy and a more reserved devotee, as it is relatively easy and very pleasing to perform. Also, grouping in small circles brings the devotees nicely together in a dance of love. Prabhupada. I have come here in San Francisco on the 8th morning of March. Here, the kirtan performances are going on very nicely. There is good attendance in the meeting, and dancing and ecstasy is often exhibited to the transcendental pleasure of everyone present. Chant, dance, and take prasadam when done as a devotional offering for Krishna, and his devotees can go on and on, never feeling tired, and always enlivened and eager for more. End of article.
That's really beautiful, Guru Maharaj, really inspiring. The
Yeah.
dance should be spontaneous. It should come from the kirtan, from within us.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Let's see. Okay, how to get back here from where we were.
Guru Maharaj, could you share that article on the email conference, please?
Yeah. An article I wrote a long time ago. I never published it, though. I just kept it.
It'll be nice to read again and again.
Yes, Maharaj.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sridevi Mataji.
Srimati, you have to help me get back. I can't get.
We can see and hear you clearly, Guru Maharaj. Don't worry.
I can't. I can only see the one who speaks. I can't see any of you.
Oh,
Maharaj, there will be a Zoom icon in the bottom of your screen. If you click on that,
It's not working. Oh, maybe I can just do this.
you can minimize the screens, other screens.
I got it now. Okay, we're getting close. There we go. Acha, hey, we got it. Okay. Okay. So that's an article that I wrote maybe about 8 years ago. And I just put it into my computer somewhere and forgot about it.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, Sridevi, she likes to dance. You should see her dancing.
Maharaj, may I share something really beautiful? As you were describing this, I am moved to read this particular verses from Caitanya-caritamrta. If you will kindly permit me, I will like to share that.
Okay.
So this is from Caitanya-caritamrta, Adi Lila, Lord Chaitanya in 5 features. And there, this beautiful description of how Panchatattva are making the whole world dance. Sri Panchatattva danced again and again and made it easier to drink. Can I screen share, Srimati, then everyone can see as I'm reading?
Yes, Mataji, I'll make you co-host.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. It's so inspiring.
You can share.
Okay.
Okay, I think you can see, but I'll highlight it. It begins here. The characteristics of Krishna are understood to be a storehouse of transcendental love. Although that storehouse of love certainly came with Krishna, it was sealed. But when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came with his associates of Panchatattva, they broke the seal, plundered the storehouse to taste transcendental love. The more they tasted it, the more their thirst for it grew. Sri Panchatattva themselves danced again and again and made it easier to drink nectarian love of Godhead. They danced, cried, laughed, chanted like madmen, and in this way they distributed love of Godhead. In distributing love of Godhead, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates did not consider who was a fit candidate and who was not, nor where such distribution should or should not take place. They made no conditions. Wherever they got the opportunity, the members of Panchatattva distributed love of Godhead. Although the members of the Panchatattva plundered the storehouse of love of Godhead and ate and distributed its contents, there was no scarcity, for this wonderful storehouse is so complete that as the love is distributed, the supply increases hundreds of times. The flood of love of Godhead swelled in all directions. Young men, old men, women, children were all immersed in that inundation. This Krishna consciousness movement will inundate the entire world and drown everyone, whether one be a gentleman, rogue, lame, invalid, or blind. When the 5 members of the Panchatattva saw the entire world drowned in love of Godhead and the seed of material enjoyment in the living entities completely destroyed, they all became exceedingly happy. The more the 5 members of Panchatattva cause the rains of love of Godhead to fall, the more the inundation increases and spreads all over this world. Just that much. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to share.
That's nice. Yeah, that's the essence right there.
Thank you, Mataji.
Sing, dance. Mhm.
Thank you.
Come together in your little groups wherever you are in the world and have a little kirtan. Go to one person's place and bring your instruments and dance. And then when you're done, take prasad.
Dear devotees, any more comments or questions? Amritanam Mataji.
Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. What a wonderful lecture. Since we are hearing that Lord Nityananda, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Panch Tattva, they are eagerly distributing the mercy, and whoever comes in their way. Still, we see that just a handful of people are involved in this movement. So I was just thinking, is it our duty to come in their way, or the mercy just flows as Krishna,
We do that.
as
We
yeah.
do that. We do that. Mhm. Well, maybe not so much in India, but we do it a lot of India in kirtans in India, but mostly it's inside of the temples or inside of the yatras. But in the West, we go out in the streets, go up and down the streets, mhm, and sing and dance. And of course, we have Rath Yatra, where everyone gets to see the Supreme Lord in his form as Jagannath, Baladev and Subhadra. Devotees are singing and dancing. And Rath Yatra is so colorful. So yeah, we go out in the streets. This is for everyone. It's not just for the devotees. We want everyone to become Krishna conscious. That's Lord Chaitanya's desire. By making the desire of the Lord our desire, we become very dear to the Lord. So Lord Chaitanya told the Korma Brahmana, whoever you meet, tell him about Krishna. Whoever you meet, teach him to chant Hare Krishna. He said, if you do that, you'll never leave my association. We can't, as I mentioned, we can't understand the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. It's not possible.
Yes, Guru Maharaj. It's like the love of Radharani. You cannot understand the love of Radharani, and you cannot understand the mercy of Lord Chaitanya.
Krishna told Radharani, I'm coming in my next incarnation, and I will come as a devotee, but I will be in your mood of your love for me. Radharani said, oh my God, you'll die. Because the ecstasy will be too much. And then, so Radharani said, I'll bless you. I'll give you my color. So that golden color, she's called Gaurangi, and he's called Gauranga. So Gaurangi is Lord Radharani. So she said, if you take my color, then that'll protect you. So he took her color as golden. Krishna is not necessarily golden, he's blackish. But he came in her color and in her mood. So when he used to dance, he used to crash to the ground sometimes, and the devotees would go, they would fall to pieces thinking, but Radharani was protecting him, her color. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is Lord Chaitanya. You can't understand Lord Chaitanya because he's God, but he plays the role as a devotee of God. He's actually the Supreme Lord, and he's worshiping himself in the position of his pure devotee. It's the most mysterious incarnation. Therefore, very few people can understand Lord Chaitanya. At least even in India, they think he's just some incarnation or some powerful personality who appeared, that's all. But the Shastras are full of statements about his real position as the Supreme Lord. If you go to many Shastras, I have a whole compilation of about at least 50 different statements from different Shastras confirming that Lord Chaitanya is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You'll only find one or two in Bhagavatam. And so you have to go to the other Puranas and you'll get different statements. His appearance, his mission, his color, his activities. Mhm. Mhm.
Yes, Guru Maharaj.
Gaur Purnima is
And
coming up on the 14th of March, which is only less than 2 months away.
yes, can't forget the day, Guru Maharaj. And thank you for giving us the worship of Gauranitai, Guru Maharaj. I think I have been blessed a lot by worshiping Gauranitai. I really feel wonderful when I every day worship Gauranitai. I see them, see their soothing face, and it makes my day. Thank you.
Yeah, they accept the simplest of offerings. But the best way to worship them is just do kirtan. That's all. Mhm.
Thank you, Maharaj. Sridevi Mataji.
Maharaj, I want to say that there's this beautiful bhajan, Bhaja Gaurango Kaho Gaurango Laho Gaurangera Namre. Simply by taking the name of Gauranga, all your miseries will end. It's a very beautiful bhajan, and people here in Mayapur, they sing it a lot, obviously, because this is Mahaprabhu's place. It is very beautiful bhajan.
Bhaja Gauranga Kaha Gauranga Laha Gaurange Namre Ye Jana Gauranga Bhaje Sehi Mora Namre Bhaja Gaurangam Kaho Gauranga Laha Gaurange Namre. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
That was beautiful, Maharaj. Guru Maharaj, my humble obeisances. You enlighten us with all your singing and your dancing. We see all those YouTube videos of, I wish I could upload them to see how you dance freely. And I've seen videos in Rath Yatras and everywhere, and I forward them to Satyabhama Mataji to see, look at Maharaj and look at your energy. And thank you so much, Maharaj, for all these blessings and your energy and your knowledge and your wisdom. You're passing it through to us. Thank you so much. We are so humble. My humble obeisances to you, Guru Maharaj.
Yeah, you offer, give me some blessings so I can continue.
Yes. Yes, definitely, Maharaj. You got all devotees' blessings, but mainly you got Gauranitai's blessings. So that's why you are so energetic and still continuing with all your energy. Thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you. Dear devotees, any more questions or comments? Maharaj, can we chant some rounds as there are no more questions?
Yeah, let's play a kirtan. Let me play a, can we do a share screening here?
I'll make you co-host, Maharaj.
Hmm?
I made you co-host and you can share, Maharaj.
I don't know how to do things when it comes to computers. I'm like computer illiterate here. Let's see. What do I do? First, I have to get to the thing I want to share, right? First, I go there.
Yes, Maharaj. Yeah.
Okay. Push the escape button. I can't escape because I don't know how to escape either. Where is it? Okay, let's see. We're getting closer to the escape. No, we're not. I'm not going anywhere. I
Can you,
can't.
can you find your folders organizer there, Maharaj, in the bottom?
Where is that?
It should be in the bottom, the taskbar.
No, I just can't figure out how to do anything. I'm computer illiterate. Okay, let me see. Where am I going? Okay, there you go. All right, I'm getting closer now. Okay, where do I want to go? Let's see. Where is it? Okay, I found it. Now, what do I do? How do I bring it onto your screen?
Maharaj, you can go to Zoom and share screen. Click on share button there. Zoom again.
So do I do anything with the folio that I have in front of me? Do I start it?
Open it and keep. You double click on it and open.
I can open it. It'll turn into and then what do I do?
Then go to Zoom and click on share.
Where's Zoom? Where's Zoom? Okay. Share.
Yeah.
Okay.
Select the folio which you want to share.
There it is, right here.
And share sound. You can see on the right side there will be share sound.
Yeah. Okay, where's sound?
Oh Krishna. I think you have to stop share and do it again, Maharaj.
Where's the sound?
Yeah,
Stop.
you have to stop share and do it again, Maharaj.
Can you see the kirtan?
Yes, we can see, but we can't hear, Maharaj.
Where's the hearing button?
You have to stop share and do it again, Maharaj.
Share screen. Stop. How do I stop sharing?
On the top, you will see a red button.
Oh, it says stop sharing.
Yeah.
Okay, then what do I do?
And you click on share again, Maharaj.
Click on share again. Where is it?
There will be share sound option.
Where the sound share sound too.
Yeah.
Now hit it again, right?
Maharaj.
Let's stop. Let me try it again. Let's see if we can get some sound.
We are getting sound, Maharaj. We are getting the sound.
You can hear it?
Yes.
Hear and see both.
I can't hear it. Where am I going now? Share. Okay, share sound. Okay, what do I hit? I just hit this again.
Yeah, and click on share.
Click on share.
Yeah, thank you so much, Maharaj, for sharing that. Thank you. Very ecstatic kirtan and dancing.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yes. Haribol.
Fun. Let me see if I can get back to some kind of screen here. Okay, we're back. Very well. That was 2007 in Pune. And that was just the beginning. That was more than 2 hours at kirtan. Anyway, I thought you might find it nice to watch a kirtan.
Yes, Maharaj.
Guru Maharaj, it felt like
Okay.
Gaur Nitai were dancing on the stage, and we were just being witnessed by that amazing, ecstatic kirtan. It was really nice. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was amazing. That was really good. Thank you.
Pankajangiri Prabhu and Janivas Prabhu was there too, right now?
That was Pankaja and Janani Vas. That was Gorvani leading the kirtan. Okay, yeah. Still going. Harinam Sankirtan continues. It goes on eternally somewhere. Okay, so yeah, I have to get ready to go to a live performance now. So, Sridevi, you better come because Mahaprabhu is going to sing tonight.
Yes, Guru Maharaj, I'm getting ready now. I'm ready. I hope Mahaprabhu will pick me up. He said he's coming to pick me up now.
Okay, good. So I have to go also and get ready for this kirtan. So we'll see you all tomorrow, and whenever you can, chant, dance.
Haribol!
Haribol.
Thank you, thank you, thank you,
Hare
Maharaj.
Krishna, Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you. You're taking us to the
Hare
spiritual
Krishna,
world
Hare
every
Krishna.
day, Maharaj. You're taking us to the spiritual world every day.
Exactly. That's so true. Just like to share something, Maharaj, that I'm going to Radhadesh Kirtan Mela, to Radhadesh Mela for the first time. And I'm sure I'll be ecstatic there as well. It's the first time I'm going.
From my point of view, it's the best kirtan venue in the entire ISKCON movement.
Absolutely.
You get the best kirtaniers who come from all over the world. And they'll be there.
Yes.
And also, Sadhu Sangha is coming up in May. It's in Orlando this year.
Yes, Maharaj.
Yes.
So
Last year.
they're spending $1 million to put on that per program. $1 million. That's not a euphemism. They got this huge, gigantic hotel. They expect 5,000 people to come for that program for 3 days. And that's in the U.S. on what's the weekend of
Memorial Day. Maharaj.
Memorial Day weekend, which is usually the last weekend in May. So buy your tickets. Indrajumna Maharaj will be there, Radhanath Swami will be there, Bharahari Prabhu will be there, Madhava will be there, Achyuta Gopi, Gorvani, and a host of other kirtaniers. Yeah, so it's 3.5 days, I think.
Yes, Maharaj.
Okay, for those of you in Dallas, somehow they pulled it out from under you and sent it to Orlando.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the venue is bigger in Orlando. It's huge. They can only hold 3,000 in Dallas. That was the biggest one they could hold. But this one holds up around 5,000. So, and devotees will come from all over the world for this kirtan. So, course, don't wait until then, but in the meantime, whatever you can take the opportunity, perform kirtan or go to kirtan. Those of you who are in London, you can go to Radhadesh. Radhadesh that's the best. And that's on the last weekend that's on January 25th, I think.
23rd to 27th, Maharaj.
23rd to 27th. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So we'll be leaving tomorrow night and we'll be there Thursday morning. Yes.
Good.
Yeah. Thank you with all the blessings.
Yeah, bounce around. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Okay, I'm going to have to say goodbye and we'll see you all tomorrow.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.